Damn you!
Huh?
Thralls of yours are slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
Feel free to grab a pick and help them out. I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
They seem less intelligent each time you raise them, if that's even possible.
As long as they can swing a pickaxe where I tell them, they're as smart as we need them to be.
You hear that? The others must have found something.
We'd better go see. These can tend to themselves for a few minutes. Boost! Roll!
quite like that. Still here. I am sworn to carry your burdens. Let's get going then.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold. Till next time.
No offense, but you're not looking so good. Are you feeling ill?
You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
I'm right behind. As you wish, my Thane.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Close the door. Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. Good. The whole point of being in hiding is to appear to be someone you're not. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, A map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove. Borgnar, I'm traveling.
You just
You've
find
got
that
the-
lying around? Must be your lucky day.
Happy trails.
We heading out? As you command, my Thane.
If my analysis is correct, the dragon buried near Kynesgrove will be the next to Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens... we will learn...
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wimkoll. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Still here. You lead, I'll follow.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now give you his knowledge. Speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Indra crosses Saran, Strundul, Oth Ivala, Lo, Ran, now. Tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Wind, guide you. We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim. Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue, as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kine, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ismir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it. Sky above, voice within.
I can take you to any of the hole. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking!
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out. Come on, hurry. We might be too late. Lorcan's eyes. Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Salokunir, Zil Gulotova Ursa.
Steady. I don't know what's happening. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduinturi, Boantid Vokri Hasuliksenjun Kuzik. Ger Salakanir, Kalimir. Forlusai Dovakim. Zuu, Korav Need no Dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance to dare take for yourself the name of Dova. Sarukanir, Kridar Jur.
Take that
Bruce?
thing down. Oh, God!
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kyne's Grove this time.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Mm-hmm.
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do?
Ulfric will listen to you. It's not that simple. Ulfric wants Skyrim for the Nords. He doesn't trust what he calls outsiders.
You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
I'll speak to Ulfric soon, but I make no promises that I can change his mind.
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what Windhelm's justice tastes like.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come again.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that. You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
I own Hollifrost Farm outside the city. The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors. Need a ride? I can take you to any of the... It's an old city, I can tell you that. The Palace of the Kings is ancient. It's not the friendliest place for outsiders. The Dark Elves were all forced to live in a slum called the Grey Quarter. The Argonians can't even live inside the walls. They're all stuck out on the docks. Still, Candlehearth Hall's got decent food and cheap bunks. You could do worse.
I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get rough. Brother, I think she's telling the truth.
I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar. What? Oh, You're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time you're looking to pester someone, make sure it's the right person.
Never should have come here.
Someone do something. We are right.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
All right. Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Yes, actually. You look like you're lousy with gold. I'm not going to ask again. Then I guess that's your last request, fool.
Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Someone there. Someone there?
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? Lead on.
Is someone there? They call me a war hero. I'm no hero. Just a soldier who didn't want to die. Now that's good work. Everyone will be a lot safer with them gone. Dark Elf and Nord alike. Here, some gold as promised. And let me show you a bit about wearing heavy armor. Save you some aches on a long march. Safe journeys, sword brother.
You should probably be in bed. You're looking a bit under the weather. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shatter Shields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Cruelseat comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much time here. Too busy. Blessings of Archay be upon you.
One of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. See ya.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durocht lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies, too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelseat see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim.
I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
Name's Nils. I'm the
Yes?
cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Farewell.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
Gate's open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already...
You're just in time to say hello. He's the sorry bastard who's going to be executed. A gate guard who let Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he killed the High King.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Get on with it!
Traitor! You should tell her that her uncle
You
is
betrayed
scum
us.
betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Boo! On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
I think I expect.
Feel free to make requests.
I'm waiting.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve.
It shouldn't have been like this.
Mind yourself in my city, lass. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight. You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will. That makes 23. Yes? I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job. Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonian never would have set foot in this city if High King Torek was still alive. I can tell you that. Remember, I need that bandit dead. Not alive.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
I'm not interested, Jari.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune? Thanks for taking the time. People never want to talk to me.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? May song speed you along.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time. Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble? I suppose I should return to my papers.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
So exciting when new folk come into town. Maybe you need a partner, Just picture it. 2 women, the dusty road, strapping men at every tavern, a fortune in gold to be claimed.
Got lots of things to take? What do you need?
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. My working days are done.
Be careful! You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun. Well, hello.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold mead.
Planning an
Looked like
attack
you could
on
use
Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
I'm waiting.
Sir.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Generally posting information is need to know only. Yes, sir. Although I'm not sure you'll be happy to know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Stay out of trouble, Redguard.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of tales to tell. But I'm afraid I'm too big to hear 'em.
It's locked for a reason.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Let me know if you see anything you like. It's good to see a fresh face. You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service. I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? No. Mostly, I'm just a simple herbalist. Lami over in Mothall should be able to help you. Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. Thank you for helping my aunt earlier. I'll see you around.
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
Seems there's always more to be done. I was done talking anyway.
Welcome to the Winking Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink. They were smaller back then. Magic. You're on the wrong side of Skyrim. You want Winterhold. That college there, they teach it. Otherwise, you can try the Jarl's Wizard. I wouldn't, though. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what. People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense. I've heard Jari Raz hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested. People say there's someone in Riften that can... Well, as it turns out, I had a pet... I thought so. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. Viren said you got... Some might call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet. Everything's all right?
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my
Your
rule.
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a
Watch
few
your
extra
feet.
soldiers
We
to
just
Dragon
clean
Bridge.
there. Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragon Bridge. I've done my part. Dragon Bridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave. All right, then.
Do you have business with the court? I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Citizen?
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Jarls come and Jarls go. But a good cook stays for a lifetime. And I'm a very, very good cook.
What do you need? Fancy the leather armor, huh? Something to be said for going light.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragon Bridge.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.